What's going on, beautiful people? Diamond the Body is going to Delaware, not Detroit. Are y'all mad? I'm mad. Actually, not really. Want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Alright guys, so I am leaving North Carolina, Fayetteville. I had a ball. It was beautiful. Went on campus, had a meet and greet, did hosting last night. People out here lit, love me, appreciate it so much. And now I'm going to Delaware. I'm driving to Delaware. Yes, it's like 6 hours away. I'm not about to get on a plane, spend $1,500. I can just drive, you know? I actually really like driving. It's kind of like a reset for me. I just be on the road, I be listening to my music. I be vibing bitch, road trip. I like driving. I'd really rather drive than go in than go on a plane. I really don't like flying, honestly. So yeah, I'm about to go on a 6-hour road trip to Delaware with Will, and he can't even fucking drive. So it's all me, baby. But it's the real hustle, though. The point of me making this video is this is the shit that people don't see. And I don't even never post shit like this. I just be wanting to post the glamorous shit. Yeah, I'm flying in first class and this and that. But sometimes, bitch, you gotta hustle. Bitch, it's not no time to fly. Bitch, we gotta drive. Bitch, we're on the road, 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not willing to do this type of shit. A lot of people not willing to do this type of work. And that's why motherfuckers be like, oh my God, Diamond, you're so this, you're so that. Why are you so this? And it's bitch, you see how I hustle? But then I'm like, oh, y'all probably don't see how I hustle. So let me show y'all how the fuck I hustle. Bitch, this is how I hustle. Bitch, I got to get there. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, it's homecoming. All the flights are fucking expensive as shit right now. I'm about to pay $1,000 for my flight alone because it's fucking first class. I'm just hey, look. Get this good rinty. And let's beat the road, baby. But what you got to say?
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. A Connection TV as a brand is synonymous with Bad Girls Club, and now we run it over into Baddies, and we will be talking about Baddies USA for the duration of the year. Yeah. So I had the pleasure of connecting with Diamond the Body, thanks to my assistant, and she is super dope. Okay. Not on some high status celebrity type ish, but on some real human level type ish, right? And through her journey, from her stint on Baddies to our interview, to the reunion, to her signing the deal, to me being able to hang with her. First of all, she's invited me and my assistant to everything that they've had going on in Atlanta. Shout out to her and Will. Shout out to Will, because Will is that dude. In all respect, right? He's a great guy, and Will has been lining up some interviews for your boy to get done. And yeah, he lined up Diamond the Body. He lined up Tavi Baby. He's supposed to be lining up some other joints. So shout out to Will. Shout out to Diamond the Body for being a dope chick. So she did a video on TikTok where she was talking about she's driving 6 hours to Delaware. She was like, why spend money on a flight when you can just drive? And the fact that she loves driving now, I know what it's like to be on hustle mode, right? I've been on hustle mode damn near all my life. So I get it, right? But when I see Diamond and the glitz and the glam, we don't really get to see that side of her. Now, listen, she's real deal. She talks about all types of ish. But her to do a video after signing a record deal, after being at the club, video to video, collab, feature, all of that. And she's about to drive 6 hours with her man's Will, not her boyfriend, but, her road dog, her business road dog, 6 hours to Delaware no glitz, no glam, no flight, is real deal hustle mode. And it's like, okay, I see that, and it's dope. You know, I think when I think of Diamond, and I just think of her energy. Like, one thing I like about, there's a lot of things I like about Diamond, but with Diamond, what stood out to me is, like, you know, I've met a lot of celebrities. I've hung out with Lady Gaga, Tamar Braxton. I got Brandy's phone number in my phone. I just saw her. I hadn't seen Brandy since 2013, person to person, but we've texted over the years and communicated and stuff like that. So I get what it's like to be like that public figure and then be cool, right? Brandy is that high status public figure, but coolish, is naive personally, right? I've never had like a sedity highfalutin kind of energy with her ever, right? And even most recently, when I hugged her, and I started to back up because I was in line, right? And she hadn't seen me in a while. I had to say, I hugged her. We talked. She did what she needed to do with the other person. Then we talked. Before she did what she needed to do with the other person, I was like backing up because I'm like, girl, I can't hold y'all up. You got a line. You got to get on the show, you know, the stage in a little while. She's like, why are you backing up? So good energy, right? I say all that to say that Diamondthebody has that good energy too, right? Because we had all went to, after we did the interview, she invited us to a club out here in Atlanta. One of the big clubs, you know, mainly straight kind of situation. I think it is straight situation. I think it's a strip joint, right? We went to the club. She was like, yeah, come with us. Da da da. You get in with us. We'll do it. So the whole process is very interesting. That's when I met Koldkilla, or I saw Koldkilla. I didn't say hi to her, right? Because I didn't know anything about her. I just knew that was Koldkilla. So I didn't see, she's a pretty girl in real life. But I met Koldkilla, and that's when Jayla came through, and she was like, oh, you going? I was like, yeah. She was like, you want me to get you in? I was like, I'm already here with Diamond. She was like, I bet. I'm going to see you when I get there. Great night. Love Jayla down. Every time I see Jayla, it's always love, period. That's my sis. I love her. But then Diamond, right? Diamond, she gets in, it's crowded, whoop, the whoop, the whoop, flooding everywhere. It's all over the place, right? Crowd. This particular joint is thick as hell, right? And they put us in this small booth. When I say us, Diamond and her crew was in this small booth. I'm a part of the crew, so I'm us, right? And then Jayla come through. Jayla, bad. That bitch bad. She bad. Bitch, she bad. And I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, bitch, you bad. Bitch, you bad. Bitch, you bad. So she come up in the small booth too, and I'm like, I know this is not what we finna be at, because the booth, I would say, is supposed to hold like maybe a cool 20 folks, chilling cool 20 folks. It was like 65 of us trying to go in this booth that was probably made for like 20 people to sit comfortably and chill and lounge. And at this point, I'm sitting on top of the back end of the chair, and we all standing up on top, and then some people sitting down, and then some it's filled in. The table is in the center. You can't even go to the table. It's overly packed. So I'm like, this is not where we fit to be, right? Because it's not that deep for me. I can go home. I can go home. Matter of fact, I'm about to go home. I was talking to my sister. I'm like, I'm about to leave, because if anything go wrong in this small ass booth, we all touching each other. That's how tight it was. And I don't play with my safety like that. So right when I'm about to be like, all right, we about to book it, she like, nah, that's too small. We got to go somewhere else. So the people, they stroll us on to somewhere else. Jayla get her own section. Diamond get her own section, right? And I don't do well with crowds because, like I said, if one person get touched, everybody get touched. That's how thick it was, and I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, nah, 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 nah. I want to be able to swing, pull back, and you know what I mean? So it's just the way my mind think. I told y'all in a prior video, when I walk into a space, I see them 5-10 things I could use to grab to, you know what I'm saying? Because I need my hands. I don't want nothing broken, no broken fingers. I'll rather break a wrench over your head than my finger. These brothers be walking around with splints and shit. That's not me. Anyways, getting off topic, back on topic. So we get to Diamond's spot or whatever, and it's thick, and I see the crowd because I'm like at a distance. I'm like, don't want to go over there. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go hang out with Jayla because Jayla had available seating. You know what I'm saying? And even her shit was thick. It wasn't like if I had to touch somebody in Jayla's section, I could move. You know what I mean? Like it was space to move around. Everybody was here for DTB because I think she was, I don't know what the fly look. Anyway, so I went to hang out with Jayla. Boom. We somebody that was in Diamond Camp was looking at me like, why y'all over here? Like, come, whatever, because we had just did the interview. So it was like, whatever. I'm rapping the tapes with my girl Jayla. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to be in that thickness. And it was just too much. It was like a lot of kids and like, it was like too much. Not like kids like underage, but it was just too young for me. Anyways, it started to lighten up, right? So I'm like, all right, well, let's walk over there. Boom. So we end up walking over there. By the time we get from point A to point B, it's thick again. Now I'm aggravated. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm over here. So let me at least let her know that I'm here with her and, we vibe and we can rock out with our cocks out. Not her, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm on the floor level. Everybody's sitting up on the chairs because it's just still thick, right? She see me on the floor level and she like, why y'all over there? Move, everybody. Everybody move. He with me. He with me. Both of them, they coming over here. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Since she did that, it just made me look at her like a dope ass person. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when people, not usually, but people get beside themselves when they get to a certain point, they get a little thick headed or whatever, and they act like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, whatever, don't care type shit. So she cared and she wanted us to be where she was specifically and made it clear that we were with her. So even her personnel that wasn't at the interview joint didn't really know me from a hole in the wall because she told them to make sure we got through, and we ended up where she was. And it was dope. It was a good time. It was chilling. Ever since then, I have like a dope respect for her. I mean, we went to the hotel. The hotel was cool. We was chilling, talking with them at the hotel. You get to see certain things when you behind the scenes. And like, all I had to say that, Diamond is a dope chick. She's a real chick. And I'm thinking about it, right? And I'm like, to hear, and I'm not taking sides. I wasn't there, right? I know both these women to be dope as shit, right? And I'm bringing Tavi up because me speaking on Diamond and how she handled me, I'm like, what happened for Diamond to leave Tavi out on the road drunk? Like, I want to know that full story. When Diamond comes back to set, she wants to do a part 2 on the interview. I want to ask her what the hell happened because that just doesn't sound like the Diamond that I've had the experience of getting to know. Now, I don't know umpteen years of this woman. I just know the brief time I've been with her and, the communication exchange via telephone. And I just don't, in my head, don't see her leaving somebody on the road drunk. So in my mind, I'm like, what led up to that? What happened to that? Now, I'm not saying Tavi is lying. It could have happened, but my mind doesn't understand how that happened and why, if that makes sense. Shout out to Diamond for being in hustle mode with her music career. I like that she's really, really serious about it. And I wish her nothing but success. And I don't really care to see her on Baddies. It's kind of like how I feel about Jayla. Like, I don't really care to see Jayla on Baddies either. I love the fact that Jayla hasn't done any fights and isn't fighting. That's great. And she's still being respected. That's great because the history with Zeus and Jayla is because even Natalie called her out for not doing much. She was treated like, well, I'm not going to say she was treated like shit, but I'm just going to say she didn't have the best experience, right? Because people was playing on her face. Y'all saw my interview. And so I'm just glad that it's a different experience for the Judys, the Sarahs, the Jaylas. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they're having a different experience going back because Jayla just went to Milan and did filming with Scotty. And now she's back and she's on stage with Tink. Her and Tink seemingly get along. She's been in the mix with Lex. Her and Lex seemingly are cool. Dolly, everybody seemingly are cool. I haven't seen her partnered up with Gretch on anything, but She hasn't fought anybody. She hasn't fought. And I don't want her to fight. And that's kind of like how I feel for Diamond the Body. Like I don't want her to fight. Just for what? There's no need. Like even though whenever she sees Natalie again, I'm pretty sure she's going to get there. I'm over it. I was over it when, she got her tooth knocked out. But like even in her video, she said like God has been speaking to her not to go to Baddies. Every time she goes to Baddies, something she gets injured, something crazy, right? And it seems to be like that. That really is her teeth knocked out. Her eye almost got dug out by Dolly. She got a broken nose by Natalie. Like a patch of hair pulled out of her by Rollie. Like in my mind, I'm like, I want her to read the signs, right? Because I feel like if she do go back, and I don't think it's ever going to be a fair one-on-one with Natalie. I just don't believe so. And I just want her to be good and like, continue on her journey with her music. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know if y'all really are ready for her to go back or whatever to Baddies, but I don't know. When I meet these women, I just get a different perspective of them. And I hear their stories. I'm told a lot off camera. Okay. And so I just have a deeper situation with the ladies, and I'm like, like Baddies ain't it. Like Baddies ain't the move. There was a video where Ivy came out and she was like, y'all talking about these Zeus checks, woo. Bitch, when I get paid, the money gone. Now, I mean, yeah, that's possible. And let's be clear, she young. And let's be clear, she got a lot going on. Let's be clear, these hairs and these wigs be costing all a lot and da da da. I don't know how she managing her money, but these Zeus checks, like, you do a filming stint for 2 months and you get 6 figures. That ain't something you just get rid of. Like you get paid and it's gone already. Even if you get 5 figures off a 2-month stint, like, whoa, your overhead is just ridiculous. Like no one's getting paid $10,000 for 2 months of filming. None of them are. Maybe the Bad Girls Club people got $10,000 just to be there for 8 hours. Okay, but that's not what they get in 2 months. So like the fact that the money be running through like that is just crazy. They be running through it, but I understand that the money could be cool. But I don't know. I respect Diamond. I want her to stay on her hustle, her grind, and I just wish her the most utmost success with her music and any future endeavors. She used to own a club. I see that for her. No shade, I do. I see certain things for like her and Jayla and even fucking Tavi. Even though she acting different on this season, like holding her down. Anyways, I'm getting off the topic. Leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel. Do you want Diamond to come back on Baddies? Yes or no? Hype this video up, like this video, leave comments, and hit that bell notification so you're notified when I upload. We're gonna go Baddies crazy for the rest of the year. Deuces.